Good morning, my friends. So I want to give you some encouragement for the day. So often as Christians, we are preparing for things and we are praying for things and we're waiting for God to come and fulfill promises that he's made. And so here's some encouragement from Acts chapter 2, verse 2 or 1. It says that on the day of Pentecost, all the believers were meeting together in one place, and suddenly there was a sound from heaven like the roaring of a mighty windstorm, and it filled the house where they were sitting. So what I want to encourage you with today is that preparing for the suddenlies of God is possible. You can actually have such an anticipation, expectation in your heart that suddenly God will break in. And I want to encourage you today that maybe this is the season of suddenlies. Maybe this is the season of we have been praying and we have been fasting, we've been preparing, we've been reading, we've been gathering together as Christians, as believers. We've been holding on to the promises of God. We've been holding on to the things that God has spoken about us and for us, and things that he's revealed in the scriptures that are available to us. And I would encourage you today to anticipate the suddenlies of God. That today may be one of those days of suddenlies. That today may be one of those days where you are gathered together as always, and suddenly God breaks in. Suddenly his presence breaks out. The disciples in Acts chapter 2 didn't know when God was going to bring and release the promise that Jesus had given to them. They just knew that they were supposed to stay together, wait, and anticipate. And suddenly the presence of God broke in. And so I want to encourage you today, maybe today is the day of your suddenly. Maybe today is the day where God will break into your situation and fill you with the promise that he gave you. And suddenly you will be equipped. Suddenly you will see the presence of God. Suddenly the promise will come true. So I bless you today with the suddenlies of God.